Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Outside the Box Comics, where we like to think outside the box. And today, as you guys could see, we're going to be taking a look at some classic 1930s Popeye strips, where obviously, you guys could tell by the thumbnail, Popeye was probably the most toxic, violent dudes in comics. And it's funny. It's not a bad thing. It's just when you read these classic Popeye strips, you don't really realize Popeye beat up everybody. Popeye, if you looked at him wrong, he'd punch you. If you try to talk to Olive Oil, he'd punch you. If you talked to him crazy, he'd punch you. Popeye solved all his problems by beating you up. So, we're gonna get into this, and I just want to point out like the simplicity of these Sunday strips, but yet they're still expressive, which like I have a lot of collections of like Peanuts, Dick Tracy, Crazy Cat, Sunday slash daily strips, and the art style for those, like for these newspaper strips, they're just so simple, but at the same time, everything is like everything's expressive. Every panel, someone's moving. Nothing's stiff. It's just it flows. And I'll give a shout out to the creator and artist of Popeye, E.C. Segar. And most people are familiar with Popeye from the 40s cartoons, the black and white cartoons, the Fleischer Brothers cartoons. But compared to the newspaper strips, those were kind of nothing. Yeah, Popeye still beat people up, but he mainly just beat up Bluto in those cartoons. As we'll come to find out in these strips, Popeye would beat up anybody that he thought needed to be beat up. So, getting more into the story, Popeye and Olive Oil start off having a conversation. And Olive Oil basically tells Popeye she's gonna have some of her friends over, and they're gonna have like a beauty contest, and she tells Popeye to bring some of his friends. Well, Popeye being smart, since it's a beauty contest, he's gonna go to the bar or the cafe or wherever he's finding these guys and bring some of the most ugly people he could find. And so he thinks he got this contest in the bag, because why would the girls vote for the ugly dudes? So Popeye is strolling along, thinking he got the contest in the bag already. And then he goes back to the house, and Olive Oil brings some well-dressed businessman-looking dude. And him and Popeye obviously aren't gonna get along. So the guy admits he's won plenty of beauty contests before, and Popeye, being Popeye, Popeye basically tells him go behind the couch, lay down behind the couch for this contest because he's gonna win. And the guy doesn't take too kindly to that, and Popeye, being Popeye, he's not gonna have it. So Popeye just assaults this dude, beats him up, and shoves him behind the couch. Olive Oil's asking, "Where's the dude?" Popeye's like, "I don't know." So Popeye, the ugly dudes come, and all the girls vote Popeye as the winner of the beauty contest. And the kicker of this is, no one really knew what the prize of this contest was. But they knew they were gonna get a prize. So Popeye's all happy he won, but the prize of this is some nail polish. And Popeye, being the sailor man that he is not gonna wear no nail polish. So he scoops up and digs up this dude he just beat up a couple of panels ago from behind the couch. The dude's all ragged and knocked out, dazed and confused, and Popeye says, "Yeah, this guy's the winner. I don't want the prize anymore." And then taking a look at this Popeye strip, this story, another example of Popeye solving all his issues and problems by simply beating the crap out of you. So in this strip, Olive Oil comes up with this dude, and Olive Oil's obviously all not angry, just concerned, probably a little frustrated with Popeye, because she comes up and asks Popeye, "What are you doing beating up people at the Rough House Cafe?" And I guess the dude that Olive Oil's with told Olive Oil that Popeye beat up 3 men. And Popeye's like, "No, you're lying. I didn't beat up 3 men." And then Popeye just says, like, "Don't lie on me," and knocks this dude out. And then Olive Oil is like, "So it's not true you beat up 3 men?" And Popeye, being the tough sailor man, is like, "No, I beat up 7 men. And so Olive Oil gets real mad at him, real angry, because I guess they're trying to plan a wedding, and Olive Oil tells Popeye she doesn't want to marry like a hooligan type guy. And Popeye is basically trying to calm her down and is like, I'll make a promise to you. I won't fight anymore. If that's what it takes to marry you, I will not fight ever again." And just so convenient, when Popeye is saying all this stuff to Olive Oil, this dude walks up that I guess Popeye used to bully or beat up years ago, is coming up to get his revenge. This dude in the white shirt and white hat, he is angry and saying he's gonna get Popeye for all those times he beat him up years ago. And this guy took 300 or 500 boxing lessons, and he's gonna show Popeye what's up. So Popeye is in a little conundrum right now, because he just made a promise to Olive Oil that he won't fight again. So Popeye keeps saying he won't fight, and Olive Oil's so impressed with him, and like she's gonna want to marry him even more because he's keeping his promise to her that he will never fight again. And she keeps seeing Popeye saying, "I won't fight," and this guy's coming over to him trying to beat him up. Olive Oil's telling Popeye, "Be the bigger man, turn the other cheek, don't fight." And Olive Oil, she's so happy Popeye has willpower to not fight. And they go behind this billboard where Olive Oil could just hear Popeye saying he won't fight, but she can't see anything. And then they go behind this billboard and Olive Oil can't see anything. And then Popeye comes out, not a bruise or scratch on him, talking about how he's a gentleman and he does not fight anymore, and when he keeps a promise, he's a man of his word. And Olive Oil is so relieved Popeye is a gentleman, and she's thinking, "Yeah, I'm gonna marry this guy." And then the last panel, you see this guy beat on the brink of death because Mike Tyson knocked him out so bad. The guy doesn't know what hit him. He's out like a light. And Olive Oil does not see this. And Popeye basically had to handle business with his fist again. Because Popeye just beats everybody up. And what Olive Oil don't know won't hurt her, is Popeye's philosophy on this. But this guy kind of deserved it, because you shouldn't go up to people wanting to fight. I mean, if it's years ago, this guy wanted his revenge. He took a bunch of boxing lessons. But as all these people in this town should know, you don't mess with Popeye, because Popeye will beat you up regardless of who you are. Yeah, so that's just a couple of these Popeye's 1930s comic strips from the paper, and I just wanted to share with you guys because I get a kick out of reading these, because they're like real quick, like 9 or 12 panel stories. Real funny. You'll catch yourself laughing out loud while reading these, because it's just the dialogue in it. It's just the way that Popeye talks. Like, you read it and you just hear Popeye's voice in your head, and the drawing, the art style on this, and a lot of the 1930s comic strip guys, they're phenomenal comic artists. And if you know, back in the 20th century, like the 30s and the 20s, newspaper comic strips were really, really huge in American pop culture. Guys like George Harriman, E.C. Segar, Winsor McKay, and they're just phenomenal artists. Really simplistic art style, but they don't miss anything regarding expressiveness, movement. Like, in every panel, someone's moving. No one's just standing around stiff and like a statue. And it's really cool. It's almost like animation. Really, really simplistic drawings, but there's movement everywhere. Expressive, enjoy, like, just awesome art. I could go on talking about these art styles of these newspaper strip comics, but I guess I think you guys get the point. I don't want to ramble on, but thank you very much for watching my channel, watching my videos, and this is Outside the Box Comics, and we are signing out. Thank you.